This whole time I was thinking and feeling like Epic was the final puzzle piece, but I was wrong, and this is why. And if you don't know who this is Karen Irwin. She is the president and COO of Universal Orlando Resort. So basically the big boss, the head honcho of Universal Studios Orlando. She's kind of the one making all the decisions. A lot of stuff gets passed to her. She's the one that signs off on it. And she said some words in this video that Universal dropped today, and it blew my mind.
There are already so many things in the works now. We have a slate of new attractions that were already in development for every one of our parks. We're already planning for the next thing at Epic.
Talk about Volcano Bay. It actually opened way back in 2017. I can't believe it's been that long. I still haven't been to the park, but if you look at the park map, right behind Volcano Bay, there is room for an expansion. How big it is and what could they add? Who knows, except for Karen. Space-wise, it's not huge enough for like a major expansion because you do have the highway on one side and like a regular street on the other. So not too much can be done, but yes, an expansion coming to Volcano Bay. Along with Volcano Bay Nights, which is going to kick off next month. It's going to be interesting to see how this park sort of shapes up in the future. Will they add maybe an IP element in there? Now, next up is Islands of Adventure. Quite an interesting park because if they're slated for new attractions, we do not know what that would mean within this world. Are they just going to add something within an existing land? Or are we talking a brand new IP land added to the park? Now, your guess is as good as mine. It could be Zelda, it could be continuing that Nintendo relationship, it could be Wicked for all we know. A lot of people have been saying Wicked could fit in Lost Continent. But rest assured, I believe Lost Continent is pretty much slated to be rebranded, destroyed, rebuild. Just been sitting there for quite a while without anything going on. So I could foresee this being the first expansion into Islands, amongst maybe some others down the road. I believe, if I had to take a wild guess, Toon Lagoon, I think, is not meant for sticking around. I don't think some of these older characters like Popeye is really that thing, or Betty Boop. It's not the thing that's pulling people into the park. So I could foresee Toon Lagoon getting the axe probably next. I would hope that Spider-Man will stick around a little bit longer, but there's some prime real estate that I can see them definitely getting rid of that license, but who knows? Your guess is as good as mine on that one. And moving over to the big elephant in the room, the one that has been kind of just taking hit after hit after hit. We're talking Universal Studios Orlando. And this park, I think, is the biggest one out of all of them that needs a big upgrade in a big way. Now, if you take a look at some of the last things they have brought to this park, VillaCon, Jimmy Fallon, Fast and Furious Supercharged, all three of those attractions are duds when it comes to the general public. People hate those rides. They do not like them overall. People want them gone. And so with the announcement of Rip Ride Rocket is going away, that leaves room for quite an expansion there. Now, I've heard rumors of a Minion coaster, Ghostbusters related, or just like Hollywood is doing, we could be going that route. And if you don't know, Hollywood is actually getting a Fast and Furious Drift coaster. And their tram tour, which has Supercharged on it, is going away. So I can foresee us going that route and maybe getting a Fast and Furious Drift coaster for the rocket replacement, thus would free up that building that they can do something massive in. What could they do in it? Maybe a Back to the Future related type of thing? I don't quite know. Your guess is as good as mine on that one. And then what do we have in World Expo, which has kind of just drifted into a weird place. It doesn't really have anything except for what? Men in Black, that's the only attraction there. And then a Fear Factor stage that's only used for horror nights. Yeah, that whole section's probably due for a massive upgrade and a massive rebranding at some point soon. Now, if it were up to me, my guess, I would say keep Men in Black. Maybe you got the building, maybe you got most of it. I think it would be awesome to have it be a Ghostbusters shooting ecto ride type of dark ride. That way you still have that fun element of shooting ghosts. It can still sort of house some of the technology, but obviously update it. Give us a 50-foot, Marshmallow Man would be awesome. Have Slimer flying around. All those effects and things, I think you can easily turn around, and that would be okay. I think most people would accept that Men in Black go away and we get a Ghostbusters. But that is, I don't know what you do with the rest of the land. Maybe make it like a throwback to old school Universal. By the way, the part you're about to watch, I've actually recorded now 3 separate times, because the first time there was no audio. Second time, let's just say it looked unflattering. And I'm a perfectionist when it comes to creation, and I try to do the best that I can. So if you appreciate all the hard work we do here on this channel, please leave this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Now let's talk about Epic Universe. So yes, we are less than 80 days away from Epic Universe opening, and Universal had decided to drop this bomb with the video. As you heard Karen say, that they are already in develop of what's next to come to Epic Universe. So there's confirmation right there. We have an expansion at Epic Universe. The park hasn't even opened yet. So I feel very weird trying to dive into speculations and rumors when I haven't even been to the park yet to talk just about how the park is as it is. So yes, they built this park in mind with expansions. Obviously, I think there will be at least 2 to 3 phases that they will open up brand new additions to the lands there. I don't see them adding like Wicked over here or Lord of the Rings or something. I see them adding on to what's there to make it new and exciting. The top of the dome, rumor-wise, I think they would add to Super Nintendo World, and my hope is for a Luigi's Mansion. That would be excellent. I know we've all wanted it for a long time. And then maybe something with Dark Universe. I think they have an extra bit of land that is somewhere out there next to Dark Universe. They can add something, maybe creature-esque. I would love a boat ride, but that's just wishful thinking. It is nonetheless very exciting to see that this is not the end for everything. This is just the beginning. And that was our thoughts about everything that dropped today. Who knew words can be powerful? Set us off on a journey of just imagination of what could be coming, what could be here, what could they do. Leave it down in the comment section. What do you think should happen in each of the lands, and what would you like to see come to each of the parks? So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for the support. I am Zombie Chris, and I will catch you in another video.